Have you ever wondered about origins of human life and the mysteries of the universe? Do you believe that there could be a life beyond our planet? Welcome to the mystical dimensions where we can explore the unknown and deep dive into the mysteries of the universe. Today we will be discussing a topic that has long fascinated, the idea that DNA is a genetic code from aliens life forms. Many theories have been proposed about the origin of DNA, but some researchers believe that it could ever originated from an extraterrestrial source. Could our genetic code be the message from alien life forms? In this video, we delve into the science behind the fascinating theory and explore the evidences that supports it. We will examine the ancient astronaut theory and discuss the possibility that our DNA was engineered and advanced civilization that visited our planet in the distant past. We will also take a close look at the ancient structures and artifacts that suggest the existence of advanced technology that was beyond the capabilities of early humans. Could these structures and artifacts be evidence of extraterrestrial intervention in our planet's history? Life on Earth have been evolving from billions of years along the way. Countless species have come and go, leaving behind only fossils as record of their existence. But there is more to see the fossils than just its physical remains. Each living organism has its own genetic code. Genetic code encoding in DNA that contains the instructions for building and maintaining that organism, and sometimes we can find traces of genetic code even in the ancient fossils. Scientists have developed new techniques for extracting and analyzing DNA from fossils, even those that are millions of years old. But studying these ancient genetic material, we can learn more about the history of the life on Earth and how it changed over time. One of the most fascinating things we can learn from the ancient DNA is how different species are related to one another. By comparing the genetic code of ancient organisms to those of living species, we can build a tree of life that shows how all living things are interconnected. But the study of ancient DNA is still in the early stages, that there is much more to learn. By continue to explore the analysis that genetic code, we can gain a deeper understanding of the incredible diversity of life on our planet and how it has evolved over billions of years. Who knows what other secrets these ancient fossils may hold? The possibilities are endless. Human DNA is the genetic code that determines who we are as a species. It is a remarkable molecule that carries within a blueprint of life. The DNA in our cells is organized into chromosomes, and each chromosome contains the genes. Genes are segments of DNA that carries instructions for making proteins, the building blocks of life. The proteins made of our genes are responsible for many of the traits that make us who we are. They control everything from our eye color to our height to our risk of disease. Understanding our genetic code is crucial for medical research and personalized medicine. It allows us to understand the cause of genetic disease and to develop new treatments and cures. With the advance in genetic sequencing technology, we can now read the entire human genome in a matter of hours. The universe is vast and full of wonders beyond our imagination, and yet we are still searching for evidences of life beyond Earth. Could we alone in the universe, or are there any intelligent beings out there waiting for us to make connect with us? Throughout history, people have reportedly seen strange objects in the skies and encountering beings from other worlds. But is there any real evidence to support these claims? In recent years, scientists have made some incredible discoveries that suggest we may not be alone in the universe. One of the most exciting evidence in the discovery is existence of extraterrestrial cousins. Roswell incident of 1947 is perhaps the most famous example of an alleged encounter with extraterrestrial cousins. The US government denies that anything extraterrestrial was involved, but many people believe that the truth was covered up. The Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute is one of the organizations that decided to find evidences of extraterrestrial life using powerful telescopes and other advanced technologies. SETI scientists scan the skies for signs of intelligent communication. One of the most promising signs of extraterrestrial life would be the Detection of the radio signal from space, such as signal would indicate the presence of intelligent beings who are turning to communicate with us. We have made some incredible discoveries in recent years, including the decoding of ancient DNA from existing species. Who knows what other secrets the universe looks. The search for extraterrestrial life is ongoing, but with the incredible advancement in technology and the dedicated effort for scientists and researchers, we may be closer than ever to find evidences of other intelligent beings in the universe. There is no other world. It is a world of apes, rules are human and slaves. A world turned upside down by the risk of a new species. In this world, apes have evolved into the intelligent being, capable of complex thought, language, and the cultures. But for humans, it is the world of suffering, oppressions, and hopelessness. Yet in the mindset of this darkness, a small band of rebels fight for the freedom and for the future of their species. Are lead to be young, courageous humans who will stop at nothing to defeat apes and restore the humanity and its rightful place. The story of the most famous movie, Planet of the Apes. The story of the world gone mad, of the battle for survival, and of a hope that refused to die. Popol Vuh, a scare text compiled by the Mayan Coinches tale, tells a story of the creation of the universe and all living things. What if there was more than this story? What if an unknown group of extraterrestrial beings had a hand in the engineering of humanity? The Popol Vuh described these beings as the god engineers who came to Earth and transformed the planet to create the conditions necessary for life. They spaced the land and water and even created the plants and humans and animals we see today. Their work does not stop there. These gods engineers are also created humanity, shaping us from clay and corn. They gave us our physical form and taught us the way of the world. But why should these beings come all the way of Earth to create humanity? Some theories suggest that they saw potential in us, that we can meant to more than this just simple being. They may have even left behind clues and artifacts, waiting for us to discover them. The Popol Vuh invite us to explore these mysteries and the unusual objectives that the gods engineer may left behind. The Black Mat satellite, the face of the Marses, and the stone of Dashaka and the unexplained crops formation are just few of the examples of these artifacts. Term Elohim is the Hebrew word used for refer to as a god in the Old Testament. But have you ever wondered how the term came to be and what it is mean? The term Elohim has its root in ancient Near Eastern culture, where the concept of multiple deities were common. However, the Hebrew who worship Yahweh, the God of Israel, believe in the single deity. So how did the plural term of Elohim come to be used to refer to as a one God of Israel? Some scholars believe that the Hebrew borrowed the term from the Canaanites, who used Elohim to refer to as their own deities. However, Hebrew interpreted the term differently, used it as a singular noun referred to as their one God. Today, the term Elohim is still used in Jewish and Christianity tradition to refer to as a God. There is remained of ancient origins of these religions and their connection to the culture and language of the Near East. Regardless of how we interpret the term Elohim, what is more important is the shared belief in the highest power that unites people of all faith and background. And that concluded today's video on the mystical dimensions. We have explored the fascinating idea that DNA could be the genetic code from the alien life forms, and look at the various theories and species of evidences that supports these ideas. From the ancient texts like Popol Vuh, modern day scientific discovery, there is clear that possibility of extraterrestrial and its influence to our own existence is the topic that we could continue to integrate and inspire us from generations to come. As always, we hope that you enjoyed today's video and learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future video. And if you have thought some of ideas or topics, any other topic you have like us to cover, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video on the mystical dimensions.